just trying to survive and learn to love along the way. By Foreplay on AO3. Episode 77, Chapter 77, of 3 and 9. Izuku is alarmingly high when they reach him. The only reason he hasn't floated away yet is because Shinsou's grip on the back of his shirt, and Shouta knows that won't hold forever. Do you think Uraraka accidentally used her quirk on him? Kaminari comes to a logical conclusion, but he doesn't have all the facts. Gran Torino has given them notes on all their previous one-for-all users. It's obvious that this is Float, the quirk of the 7th user. He hadn't had the chance to go over each quirk with Izuku yet. His son is smart. He probably figured out what's happening, but that doesn't mean he knows how to turn it off. And an open field like this is not the place to test it out. He hopes that Shinsou has a tight grip on his son, because the only way they're getting out of this is by using Shota's quirk. He readies his capture weapon, just in case. The second he activates his quirk, Izuku drops, and Shinsou struggles to keep them both on the tree. He then positions Izuku over to the next branch, and though Shouta can tell he hesitates, Shinsou lets go. His son lands carefully, then both of the boys begin their descent. It's a tall tree, so it takes them a fair amount of time to get to the bottom. When they do, both boys sit on the grass without a word. Shouta can see them trembling for where he stands. His students gather around them when they do, but Shouta easily pulls himself at the front of the group and crouches down to an eye level with them. Are you two okay? Izuku shrugs, but doesn't resist when Shouta pulls him into a hug. He finally blinks when he sees his son warm and safe in his arms. From there's no way he could float again. He removes an arm and puts it on Shinsou's head, ruffling his hair until the boy looks up so he could give him a grateful smile. Shouta stands after a few minutes, when his son has pulled away from the hug. The only student remaining is Todoroki, so Sashi must have sent the rest away once they were down from the tree. Hey, Toshi, Shouta, can we talk? Izuku looks incredibly nervous, so it's not hard to guess what this is about. Of course, Zuko. What is it? Shinsou helps Izuku stand, and gives Shouta a look he can't quite decipher. How about we talk inside? Now his students look worried, but Izuku at least looks a little revealed. The walk to his dad's room is a little uncomfortable. Everyone is watching him. Izuku doesn't exactly know how he started to float away, but he doubts he'll be doing it again. Even if he did, they're indoors now. There's nowhere he could really float away to. Nobody speaks, and they're still silent when they settle on the couches, and Dad goes into the kitchen. He comes out a few tense minutes later, carrying a few mugs of hot chocolate. He hands them out to Izuku's friends, before sitting down on the other side, sandwiched between him and between his dads. Thank you, President Mike Sensei. Shouta looks so awkward sitting in their living room, but he relaxes when the cats flock to him, drawn to his heat. Izuku waits until he's halfway done with his drink to talk. He could pull this off longer, since no one is pressuring him to speak, but he could tell how nervous his friends are getting. Or is it his friend and boyfriend? He and Hitoshi haven't exactly talked about anything after their kiss, but he definitely has more than friends' feelings for him. And Hitoshi said he has feelings for him, same. Although, even if it is that way now, Hitoshi now's his friend as well as his boyfriend. I need to tell you guys about my quirk. Isn't it a superpower quirk? Shouta looks a little confused as he speaks. He also looks like he has a few theories of his own. Technically, that's right. He considered his own power and the ability to use all of those previous quirks a superpower. So your quirk isn't what you say it is. Izuku sinks into the couch more and shakes his head. Why did you hide it? Shinsou looks thoughtful, as if he already knows why. All Might made me. What? Why would the #1 hero make you hide your quirk? Toshi looks angry. I guess technically it's our quirk. I got it from him, and so far he's still able to use it, just not the extent that I can. Is he your biological father? I had guessed at the sports festival, and he never gave me an answer. Shadow guessed is one way that they'll have the same quirk, although Izuku isn't sure that this one can be passed on biologically. No, I ate his hair. You ate his hair. His friends look incredibly confused. That probably wasn't the best way to word it. Yep, before the entrance exam I was quirkless, and he passed his quirk on to me. Izuku tries to sound as upbeat as he can, but just the memory of everything that happened is weighing him down. His dad moves a little closer, and he relaxes at the contact. Their weight at his sides is a reminder of how far he's come, and how safe he is. Holy shit, Izuku. Hitoshi looked mortified, and he has no words to reply. Nobody says anything, until Hitoshi speaks up again. I knew you were quirkless before, but I thought you were just a late bloomer. Izuku. Shouta looks serious. He waits until Izuku's focus is on him before he speaks. I can't imagine what that was like. People must have treated you horribly because of your lack of quirk. It's more of a statement than a question. Izuku hesitates before talking, but he decides that he might as well tell them everything. It was really bad. I thought that the bullies might kill me one day, and there would have been only one person that cared. Shouta looks thoughtful for a minute before speaking up. Bakugou. I know you guys grew up together. Yeah, he was the only nice person I knew. Damn. You know it's bad when Bakugou is the nicest person. Toshi tries for a light-hearted joke, but Izuku could tell that his heart isn't really into it. Wait, Izuku, that doesn't really explain your quirk. It's a little complicated. It's a quirk that can be passed on, and the powers of the previous holders pass on as well. How many people had this before you? I'm the 9th. So you'll get the quirks of everyone before you. You'll get 8 quirks. Why doesn't All Might have these abilities? Izuku isn't surprised that Shouta has all these questions. He was expecting it from their resident conspiracy theorist. This is the first time that one of the holders actually got access to the quirks, and I don't know how many I will get, but it's not 8. The first user's quirk was the ability to pass on his quirk, and All for One gave him the stockpiling one. Technically, Izuku does have those. They're just not something he'll be using. So you'll have 7 then. Izuku looks for his dad for help. He knows that some of the quirks, but they haven't had the chance to go over the rest. It'll be 6. All Might was quirkless before he received All for One. Wait, isn't that the name of the villain that kidnapped you? That was All for One. I guess he's my sworn enemy? Jesus, this is crazy. Izuku can tell that Shouta is just surprised, instead of not believing him, like he would have thought a few months ago. I know it's a lot, but I needed to tell you guys. His friend make eye contact, and seem to have a silent conversation, before Toshi replies. Thank you for trusting us. Okay, so, this was really interesting. This was really nice. Okay, so, clearly telling them is a good idea. Why would the name be, why is the chapter name, 3 and 9? Of 3 and 9? I don't get that. Can someone explain to me? Please, somebody, chat. Viewers, raindrops, please evaluate. Okay, chapter 78 and chapter 78 is called Of Tales and a New Adult. Summary. Izuku has finally told his friends the truth about One for All. How will they feel about the rest of the story? Okay. So we're going for Izuku's friends / friend and boyfriend ? Learning the whole story. Okay, we're going there. Okay, I don't know if I'm going to be able to record Villainous today. I might just have to record 4 episodes tomorrow instead of 2. And now before you start shitting on me because I'm sick, technically speaking, tomorrow I'll be better. I've just been improving every single day. So don't even. Alright? Don't even. I don't even have a sore throat anymore. Mainly it's just my stuffy nose and my constant sneezing. Right? So I'm not sick to the point where it hurts to record. I'm sick to the point where I can't record for long periods of times because I keep fucking sneezing, right? Or sniffling. I'm surprised I haven't sneezed. Well, I sniffled right there. I sniffled. Right now, it's not... Right now, it's clogged. It's clogged. It's not runny, so it's not a lot of sniffles or a lot of sneezes. It's just weird voice. Deeper than usual, I guess. But yeah. This is really interesting. I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna go now because I'm gonna go watch Deadpool 3. You know, Deadpool and Wolverine. with my family. Is that a logical thing to do? Probably not. Definitely not. You know, watching it with the fam probably isn't the greatest idea, but you know what? It's hilarious. Anyways, as always, my raindrops, make sure to eat, sleep, drink water, take your meds. Have a wonderful day or night. Link to my Discord server and socials are down in the description. Subscribe to see more of my content, and thank you so much for watching.